Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin today with kudos for McAllen employees. McAllen first responders and city workers were recognized by Hidalgo County for their support during the June torrential rain event. The group was honored at Commissioner's Court for their rescue and cleanup efforts. Emergency responders assisted in more than 300 rescues in McAllen and another 50 in the Mid-Valley when the two-day storm hit.
It's a fantastic honor to be recognized by the county commissioners as we were today. The efforts that the entire city of McAllen did on the day that we got hit by that flood, the torrential rain, it was a tremendous strain on everybody in our city, both the city employees and the citizens of McAllen. And it was just nice to be recognized by them for the efforts of everybody in the city.
Not only did we go out there and clean the ditches and make sure the water was flowing the way it was supposed to, although it was saturated with water everywhere, we also assisted the fire department in evacuating people out of their homes. We were using our large equipment to do that.
We're very grateful that we received this honor through the Commission's Court. A lot of the efforts that we did is I owe them to my team that we have here sitting behind us.
35 agencies and entities were recognized at Hidalgo County Commissioner's Court for their efforts in rendering aid during the June flooding event. McAllen is working to strengthen relationships with Mexico City residents even more. A delegation went to Mexico City recently to showcase all that McAllen has to offer. Roy Cantu has that story.
For the second year, a delegation traveled into Mexico City to showcase some of the best things McAllen has to offer. Mayor Jim Darling, city leaders, the McAllen Chamber of Commerce, La Plaza Mall, Aeromar Airlines, McAllen International Airport, Macy's, and the McAllen Hotel Association invited the Mexican media, travel writers, and travel agents for McAllen Day in Mexico City.
Emocionado de estar aquí.
Mayor Darling says what happens in Mexico affects McAllen.
McAllen is the #1 sales tax collector probably in the United States. 40% of our sales tax comes from Mexican trade. Very, very important to us.
More than 200 journalists, travel writers, travel agents, and other professionals from Mexico City joined the event for an evening of fun and fashion. La Plaza Mall hosted a fashion show with summer looks gracing the runway. Mayor Darling and city commissioners also hosted meetings with Mexican leaders to continue to strengthen international ties.
You know, it's been a little tough time on the border, as you all know. And we have a lot of friends in the city of Reynosa and the state of Tamaulipas. And we hope with the new president that we'll make progress in those, because we really do feel, we feel for that, for the people in the border.
As people watched the runway show, they got a glimpse of the McAllen community through a vibrant video on a big screen. From Broadway shows and the McAllen Marathon to the McAllen Holiday Parade, the Mexican guests got a real taste of McAllen. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
McAllen says howdy to the new Texas A&M University campus. The school is officially opened and Metro McAllen launched Route 8, a new bus route from its downtown transit center that'll take students all the way to the front steps of Texas A&M University in the Tres Lagos North McAllen subdivision. Route 8 is a great way for students to save money, get to class on time, and more importantly, not have to worry about finding a parking spot on campus.
Well, a couple of things, you know, it's great. Texas A&M campus, I understand it's going to run over to UChargy and connect over there too, so that's fantastic. But it also shows how much we're growing as a city now. The Route 8 goes way up past up to Monte Cristo Road.
The new route runs from 7:15 a.m. to 9:25 p.m. on Metro McAllen's electric bus, a 40-foot bus that is powered by electricity rather than diesel. The bus route is already on Metro McAllen's new mobile app that shows real-time arrivals, so students can always be on time. The bus also features Wi-Fi, giving students time to do any last-minute homework assignments on their way to school. The fee for all student riders will be 50 cents each way. 5 police officers, 4 from McAllen and 1 from FAR, were recognized recently for their bravery during an attempted robbery at a jewelry store in La Plaza Mall. The officers, most of whom were off duty at the time of the smash and grab robbery, were awarded medals and certificates for their quick thinking and efficient response. All 7 suspects were apprehended in the store in less than 3 minutes when officers stormed in and managed to take them into custody.
For the third year, the McAllen Fire Department hosted a memorial ceremony in honor of those lost in the September 11th attacks. The McAllen Police Department Honor Guard partnered up with the Fire Department Honor Guard to open the ceremony. A moment of silence was held in remembrance of the thousands of lives lost in the deadly terror attack 17 years ago. City leaders say it is a day we must never forget and must instill its importance for the younger generation.
So to remember the people that lost their life in the war, both the citizens and certainly the firefighters and first responders and police officers, is important to do because it's the right thing to do. But it's also, I think, for our kids that didn't experience that they understand how important it is and how freedom shouldn't be taken for granted.
As parents and as community leaders, it's important that we have these days so that the children that are growing up and that are yet to be born are ingrained with what happened, because our world changed.
For the fifth straight year, 343 climbers participated in the McAllen Stair Climb to honor those who died in the 9/11 attacks. A committee for the McAllen Stair Climb, in partnership with the McAllen Fire Department and the City of McAllen, joined forces to organize the memorial event. Each participant had to climb 16 floors at Newhouse Tower, 7 times to reach 110 floors, the number of floors in the World Trade Center. Each climber wore a lanyard with a photo of a firefighter killed in New York City during the 9/11 tragedy. For McAllen firefighter Justin Traya, decked out in his full bunker gear, and his wife Minerva, it was important to do the climb together.
We do pretty much everything together. We like to, I guess, lean on each other.
I'm very proud of him because he's also taking that risk as a firefighter, not knowing if he's coming home to his family. And all those that were fallen in New York, I feel like they took that and they died as heroes.
Climbing in full bunker gear adds more than 60 pounds. Funds raised will go to the Texas Line of Duty Death Task Force and the Rio Grande Valley Firefighters and Fire Marshals Association, which help families of firefighters that sacrifice their lives in the line of duty. The McAllen Fire Department has kicked off their latest fire academy, and the new recruits have hit the ground running. There are 12 cadets in the 18 Alpha class, which began on August 13th. The rigorous training runs about 9 months and includes fire, medical, and driving training. The new class will supplement the fire department to 100%.
We're going to give them an additional driver operator certification so that they can operate and drive fire apparatus. And then on top of that, we're going to give them a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician basic certification.
After the cadets finish their training, they must pass their certification test. Then they'll continue getting hands-on, on-the-job training as firefighters before they graduate. That wraps up another edition of the McAllen Update. We hope you enjoyed the newscast. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. We leave you now with a look back at a friendly game between McAllen PD and the McAllen Boys and Girls Club. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.
Freeze it! Arms! everybody's a winner, and especially the Boys and Girls Club of McAllen, the City of McAllen. And we've been partners a long time. Since 41 years I've been here, we've been partners with the Boys and Girls Club. It's a great institution. McAllen Police Department, the best in the state of Texas, so it's a great mix and great game, and thank you all for being here.